Y'all know how Box's entire strategy is just sniping 2 Pokemon with Wellspring Ogerpon at the start and just hope for the best? We are doing the same thing, but with Zapdos instead. It's a little more difficult to do, but the strategy is basically the same. This guy is spamming me with emotes before the game has even started. It looks like we're going against Iono's Watch Roll. Damn it, they have a Precious Trolley. So their bench is going to be entirely full, but if we can get 2 kills at the start, I'll take it. So the whole Iono squad, even with the Squovit is really good for Watch Roll because it's just Bibarel. But I would love to top deck a Nest Ball because I do need 2 Nest Balls to get this thing working. Or 2 ball searches. Attach Rescue Board onto Watch Roll. If I can make this work, we can kill both Watch Rolls and really just slow them down. Like, this is huge, guys. There's a pass. We get a Magnezone off the top. Really not what we need here. Let's go for Nest Ball, Rescue Board. At this point, like, because what we need for this strat to work is Hawlucha and Zapdos, but if we only have 1 Nest Ball to work with and the generator in hand, I think we just commit to 1 Zapdos here. Let's go for Miraidon. We can tandem unit for Zapdos and another Magnemite. Rescue Board onto the active Magnemite, and we just hope and pray we hit 2. We got 1. Oof. Alright, well, we'll just set up Zapdos here. Attach return. And we'll just retreat into this other Magnemite here and his pass. We have another energy in hand for the Zapdos. If I can find a Hawlucha next turn, we can kill some Pokemon, but that's not the start we want. We want to hit generators, we want a Squawkabilly, we want Hawlucha. Unfortunately, we don't find it. It will attach Lightning Energy to Watch Roll, go for a Nest Dash, so they can draw until 6. There's a Flashing Draw, then an Arven for Vessel and TM Evo. Here's a Vessel, throwing away TM Evo for 2 Lightning. Bellibolt is now evolved, and then here's Voltorb inactive. Voltaic Chain hitting me for 80 damage because they have 3 lightning energy on their Pokemon, and he's still spamming me with emotes. Let's see if Zapdos can get a KO here. I'm hoping to top deck Fezandipiti or something just to... Oh, top deck lightning energy. Not great. Okay, we'll put that there. Evolve into Magneton, and we just retreat. I'm wondering what Pokemon do I want to KO? I think we just KO this Voltorb, that's fine. We only take 1 prize here because we don't have damage on their bench. And that's the caveat with Zapdos. You need to have damage pinged onto their bench in order for it to actually snipe the bench. And that makes it a little bad. But I think it's still funny. I think we can still win some games here. So let's see what they do. We're even on prizes here. He's going to send me another emote. I don't know if you guys can see the little bit of emote from behind my face cam, but it's really annoying. I might have to mute him in a second. Letter of encouragement, coming down, getting their energy back. Because I did take a KO, which is pretty funny. Can they stream enough energy to do 200 onto Zapdos here? They'll put 2 onto Bellibolt and then 2 onto Watch Roll. Here's an Arven, so they do have enough, I think. But what's crazy is that I have Magnezone with Energy Crush, and because of how many energies they're gonna have on their board against Iono, I should be able to just sweep with Magnezone. Let's see what happens. Super Rod and TM Evo off to Arven. Here's a Super Rod, moving 2 Voltorbs back in the deck. Here's a Flashing Draw, it's gonna reset their hand. Do they have their emoji just like triggered every single time they use Flashing Draw? It's crazy. Here's Buddy Poffin, another Voltorb. Attach TM Evo to Tadbulb. Play the Superior Energy Retrieval. They'll grab 4, and then now they can stream every single energy onto their Pokemon. Are they going to be attacking with Voltorb or with Bellibolt though? Jesus Christ, an entire hand of energy just attached onto Pokemon. So it's looking like Voltorb because they didn't put the 4 energy onto Bellibolt here. Retreat into Voltorb. We'll take Chain, 400 damage. Oh my god. Zapdos is weak to lightning, by the way. Which is so awkward, because he's a freaking bird. So I just got bodied there. We can promote Magneton. We're going to have to attack with Magnezone EX Energy Crush, and we're going to boss up that Bellibolt. Let's see. Magnezone here. Attach for turn. And we're doing, how much? 450 damage. Kind of insane. We'll go for this boss on their Bellibolt. Just to catch up on prizes, go for a Nest Ball here for Fezandipiti. Flip the script. I would like to Night Stretcher one of my Magnemites back. We got a Pokégear here. Go for a Pokégear. Fail that. That's fine. Tandem unit. Get ourselves another Zapdos. Let's go for a Mew as well. Restart here. Generator is nice. Generator is good. Go for the Generator. Hit nothing on the Generator. Wow, our luck is really bad here. Yeah, the Energy Crush, taking out this Bellibolt. 450 damage. This attack might be Iono's biggest weakness because it does 50x for each energy on board, and they need a lot of energy on board. So, it's pretty good. Night Stretcher off the prizes. So now we can get our next Magnemite out, just in case we need to pop it for some energy. But at this point, we might just need to Bloodmoon for the final prize, if our Magnezone can stay alive here. We're going to promote a new Pokemon. They will promote their Squovet because I don't know why they would do that. And they're just going to pass it up here entirely. They might be AFK. Unfortunate for them, I guess. We'll go for Night Stretcher on a Magnemite. Throw that there. Attach Return onto Zapdos. And then just Energy Crush, kill the Squovet. I'm pretty sure they're AFK now. All that BM with the emotes, and they're just going to leave. Because Magnezone EX, just the biggest hard counter to Iono's deck. I wish this first game had a little bit more Zapdos, but that's why we have the Magnezone. And there it is, the Rage Quit after Energy Crush Magnezone just wipes their Bellibolt. Anyway, okay, second game here. Let's see if we can get a quick scope off. We're gonna go first. Unfortunately, not ideal, but if we can get some generators going in our first hand here, we do have one. We have an Ultra Ball as well. Start Latias, Jamming Tower, Steel Energy. It's looking like Ursaluna, which I don't love because of how tanky they are, but we'll draw another Lightning Energy off the mulligan, and it's gonna be a Dunsparce inactive. Okay. So still no idea what they're playing. Let's go for Ultra Ball. Throw away these two. Grab ourselves a Miraidon. Unfortunately, we don't have an extra ball for a Squawkabilly afterwards, but I think it's okay. Tandem unit, grab ourselves Magnemite and Zapdos. We can attach Return onto Zapdos, go for the Electric Generator, and we hit 2. So Zapdos is fully charged, and we have the Hawlucha in hand. So if they don't bench a lot of things, we can just finish up the game here. Come on now. Let's see something good. Dory on the bench. That's not a Pokemon I'm trying to kill, because it is over 90. They'll bench another Dunsparce, attach a Steel Energy to Dunsparce, and then go for Find a Friend. And it puts their Pokemon in the hand and not directly onto the bench. So it's not as good as Call for Family, but it's something. We'll find out what they're going to play. They're going to find a Gimmighoul. Okay, so this is actually Gholdengo. And I like that. I like that. They're not going to bench it. So our Hawlucha, unfortunately, does not go as crazy as it could have been, but we're going to bench a Hawlucha. Let's ping 10 onto each Dunsparce and the Dory. We can retreat into Zapdos, and then just multi-shot Lightning. Let's take out the Dunsparce and then the backup Dunsparce as well. Just have no draw at all. 90 damage on the bench, 120 on active. And there we go. Turn 2 Quickscope. Love that. Get a Pokégear and a Lightning Energy off the top of our prizes. And they're going to have a Dory, that's it. If I can find another Hawlucha, and if they only bench that one Gimmighoul that they found, I think this game might be over. Here's an Earthen Vessel. Throw away Switch. Find Dark and Steel. Attach a Dark Energy to Dory. Damn, they got to move this 10 damage off. If they move the 10 damage off and then retreat, then I can't win the game. But I don't know if they're going to do that, so let's see. Here's the Adrena Brain. They'll move 10 onto Latias. That's fine. And then pass. Okay, if I can Pokégear into a Penny or an Arvin. Come on, please. Pokégear. Holy crap, we got the Penny. Let's scoop this Hawlucha up. Bench it again. Ping that Gimmighoul, and there's a concede. Oh my god. The strat that I have conceived in my head has worked. Zapdos Quickscope is successful. We are able to use Hawlucha to ping damage onto the bench and then just snipe 2 little things each turn. Absolutely insane. Let's get into another game. While we're setting up here, I do want to give a quick shout out to the giveaway winner from the last video I did. Congratulations to Caleb. I will send your stickers out today. And this third game here, this is the third game, right? Yeah, this third game here, unfortunately we do just start the Hawlucha. So that is just a waste of a Hawlucha. They're going to think I'm playing Dragapult though, so I guess that's cool. It's going to be another Dory in the active. Hawlucha in starting hand is amazing. It's just like, you don't want it to be your only basic. This is the first time it's happened to me, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Here's a Buddy Poffin for a Froakie and a Charmander. Here is an attached return onto Dory, and then pass. Alright, so we have the generator off the top, is good. Let's go for Arvin. Get ourselves Nest Ball and Rescue Board, just to move this Hawlucha back. Go for Nest Ball, get ourselves Miraidon. Call for our Pokemon here, so Zapdos and Magnemite. There we go. And we're looking for a 2 generator, but I think we might need an Ultra Ball first to get Squawkabilly. Let's go for Ultra Ball on Arvin and Ultra Ball. Get ourselves a Squawkabilly just to thin a little bit more, like so. And then here we go, generator, come on. 0 energy cards. Okay, that sucks. We'll go for basic energy here. We'll do Rescue Board onto Squawk. And I don't want to waste my Prime Catcher, so we're gonna go Prime Catcher on Charmander and promote Squawkabilly. We're gonna pray that we Squawk and Seize into a generator and we can hit 2. Okay, so simply not the case. So we're just gonna leave the Squawkabilly inactive and just be sad, I think. If they whiff the evolutions on turn 2, Zapdos can come in again with another generator off the Arvin. I think we'll be fine. No, Iono comes in, losing our Arvin access. Grab another Arvin and a Magneton off the Iono. That's like the same exact hand off the Iono. That's kind of crazy. That's that uber consistency we like. Nest Ball coming in for a Pidgey. Okay, that Pidgey I do want to target. I do want to target that Pidgey. However, we do need another Hawlucha to take out Pokemon on the bench. That's so annoying. Okay. Then Arven here. Let's go for the Generator and a Bravery Charm. Come on. At least one. Okay, we get one. That's fine. Unfortunately, no Hawlucha. So we'll just throw Patch Return. We throw the Bravery Charm on Zapdos as well. Throw Magneton to evolve. And then we just retreat into Zapdos here. Take out their lone Charmander. I think that's their energy acceleration. So I think that's fine. And Zapdos is not weak to Greninja EX, luckily, because we're actually lightning weak, because it's a bird. If anything, we're actually resistant to fighting, so good for us. They're gonna promote Pidgey. It's looking like they have Pidgeot or Pidgeotto in hand, so they can pivot it. Here's an Artisan for another Charmander. They'll play Arven for a rare candy TM evolution. So I'm assuming Pidgeot is here. Yeah, Ultra Ball away. 2 TM evolutions. Does 120 times 2 is only 240? This is not KO Pidgeot. That's kind of annoying. Here's a rare candy into their Pidgeot, so they can move it out the active, and they can quick search for, like, I don't know, Frogadier or something. They'll find a card. Throw down a Cornerstone Ogerpon. Alright, so that means I need to attack with freaking Magnezone to kill the Ogerpon. That's why we have that as well. There's a pass. Sounds good, I guess. We do get an Ultra Ball. Let's go for a Pokégear. Grab ourselves Penny. But Penny does not let me boss around this thing. So I do want to use boss. I think I want an Ultra Ball for the next Hawlucha. So let's go for Ultra Ball on Squawkabilly and Energy here. Grab ourselves a second Hawlucha. And let's see. I want to ping both Froakie, I think. So one there, one there. And we can boss up their Charmander. And then just go for Multi-Shot Lightning. Big double quick scope. 90 onto their bench Froakie. And then kill the lone Charmander. So no Charizard next turn. We have a Magnezone kind of ready here. And we have Penny just to reset Hawlucha as well. They're going to promote Pidgeot. They'll go for Adrena Brain, moving this 10 off their Frogadier, or their Froakie, onto my Zapdos. Go for a quick search. Play Arven. For Buddy Poffin and Sparkling Crystal. They'll play to Buddy Poffin. For another Charmander and another Froakie. Okay, so they're back. How many Charmanders can I kill this game? They're going to promote Cornerstone once again, and then pass. So I can just kill that Charmander again by punching through. Let's go for a Pokégear. Grab ourselves Arven. We'll attach return onto Magneton. And I think we kill that lone Charmander. Even though we can't punch an Ogerpon, I think killing that Charmander is worth it. So we'll go for this Penny on our Hawlucha. We'll Hawlucha again. And we'll just ping Charmander. And it's annoying how they get to move the damage off again. So we'll just put it onto Froakie once more. Multi-Shot Lightning does 0 to Ogerpon, but we can just kill this Charmander again. And just deny this Charizard ever from coming into play. Take a prize card, and now all we need to do is slowly charge up a Magnezone and then kill this Ogerpon. They'll draw for turn, quick search, and there's a concede. Yeah, this is, bench snipers are so oppressive in this game, so I'm like kind of sad, but also kind of happy that Radiant Greninja is gone, but we're gonna find a way. Zapdos EX seems to be working right now, especially in this early ladder reset, so the games aren't like crazy competitive just yet, but it's a fun time to test decks like this. Let's get into another one. We will start a Squawkabilly in the active, which is good. We like having our Squawk, because Squawk is so... Oh my god. Rookies? Dude. If they can't bench anymore, we're finishing this game quick. Bug catching set. Please just tell me you find 2 Grass Energy and no Pokemon. Okay, so Grass Energy only. Another bug catching set. Nothing. Holy crap. Alright, dreams coming true. Never mind, they benched another Grookey. Okay, attach return on the Grookey, and then pass. We have the opportunity to kill 2 Gookies this turn. Let's go for Ultra Ball on Squawkabilly and Pokégear. Grab ourselves our, oops, not that, Miraidon. Tandem unit for Magnemite and Zapdos. We can Ultra Ball away 2 energy and grab ourselves a Mew, just for a little bit more draw. Bench that, go for Arven, Generator, and Bravery Charm. Throw a Charm onto Zapdos, and then go for this Generator. Yes, we hit 2. So now all we need to do is find ourselves a Latias to get this Squawkabilly freaking out. Oh, actually, wait, hold on. This might be bad, actually. Let's go for restart. I think we might need to attach for turn onto the Squawkabilly to pivot. We have the Latias though, but we need the space for Hawlucha is what I'm saying. Do we have Rescue Board? We don't have Rescue Board. So we're just gonna Nest Ball fail. Attach return onto Squawkabilly, and then Squawk and Seize. We are looking for another Generator and Hawlucha. Wow. Okay, Generator, come on, we need 1. We got 1. I really risked it there. But we get everything we need. Here's a Hawlucha, and there's a concede. Oh my god. Everything worked in our favor. Next game, guys. That's what I'm saying. This is like a quick scoper, because you're finishing the game before it starts. Screw the Wellspring Ogerpon. Zapdos EX all the way. Let's go. Alright, last game here. Let's see if we can get another one going. No basic Pokemon this time, unfortunately. Of course, the argument can be made that in the Badoo format, why would you play Electric Generator or anything? But my logic is that if you can hit the Zapdos, 3 energy, you're going to kill all their important Pokemon to begin with before Badoo even matters. So that's the gamble we're facing today. They're going to start a Latias. We're starting a Mew. They're going to play Joltik. Oh my god, it's Joltik Box. Alright. So unfortunately, their Pokemon are a little big, and also Pikachu can't be bench sniped. So let's see. We're going to have to play for the 2-shot Lightning. The 2-shot multi-shot Lightnings. There's a Maractus into Joltik Box. Oof. That could hurt a lot if they stick up a Mew or something and corner, but we're going second, so we have a chance. They'll promote Maractus. Okay. Well, that means I got to kill the Joltik and the Maractus in one turn. If we can get this to work, right? Here's a Tandem unit. They'll find just Pikachu and no hands. Alright. I guess that's fair. But there's no item lock either, so this is not too bad. As long as we don't get our Mew just trapped in the active here. Next turn. And there's a pass. We get the Devo off the top. We don't need Devo this game, so we can just use that as Ultra Ball fodder. Here is a Squawkabilly. That's cool. Let's go for Ultra Ball. Throw away these two. Grab ourselves Hawlucha. Go for Arven now. Get a Nest Ball and a Bravery Charm. Go for this Nest Ball. Find ourselves Miraidon. We can tandem for our Magnemite and Zapdos, of course. Throw Charm on a Zapdos. Let's hit this generator. Come on, give me 2. We get 2. Holy crap, this is amazing. So 2 onto the Zapdos. Attach return on the Zapdos, and we can Hawlucha and ping 10 on the Joltik, and then we can do 10 on the Pikachu as well, just so we can Blood Moon it in the future. Go for a Squawk and Seize. We already have everything we need to take 2 KOs here anyway. Oh my god, and another generator. I mean, we might as well. Let's go for a generator again. Hit another 2. Let's do both onto Miraidon here, because their Pokemon are pretty low HP anyway. And then we can retreat into Zapdos, and then multi-shot Lightning, KO this Maractus, and then KO the Joltik as well. And now they need to find another Joltik next turn just to get a Jolting charge off. They're going to explode in my face. That's fine. But that's 2 prizes down. Zapdos Quickscope. Squawkabilly, Lightning Energy off the prizes. And they'll promote Pikachu, which I can just kill with Miraidon next turn if need. Here's a Nest Ball. I'm assuming for Fezandipiti. There's a Fezandipiti. Here's a Tandem unit for another Joltik and Iron Hands. Iron Hands could take 3 prizes on my freaking Zapdos, which is ridiculous. But we're going to be able to take the Joltik next turn. Or honestly, if I can find a boss, I would kill their Pikachu or their Fez as well. Here's a retreat into Joltik. Attach a Psychic Energy onto Joltik. And here's a boss. Alright. They're going to promote my Hawlucha. Unfortunately, I don't have a Latias right now, so I do need to attach return onto it just to retreat. Unless I can find a Rescue Board off that Pokégear here. Or a Penny off the Pokégear. That would be even better, I must say. Here's a Jolting Charge. They're going to put 3 onto Iron Hands and then 1 onto Miraidon. Interesting. Get the Arven off the top. So Arven can get us Rescue Board, but we don't have a way to like KO. Oh, actually, never mind. Let's attach onto Miraidon. Go for Arven. Grab ourselves Prime Catcher. Yeah, Rescue Board not even in play. It's no more prizes. And let's just Prime Catcher their Fezandipiti. Get ourselves Miraidon and just Photon Blaster 220 damage. Take out this Fezandipiti. Absolutely insane scenes coming out from this Joltik Box matchup. 2 prize cards. Do we get Rescue Board? We do get Rescue Board. And we just finished the game with another Photon Blaster or a Blood Moon or something, right? And now since my Miraidon's inactive, their Iron Hands actually can't kill me. I think they were charging up the Iron Hands to kill my Zapdos. So let's see. Crispin can get their Miraidon to work. Here's a Bravery Charm on the Pikachu. Here's a Nest Ball for the Blood Moon. Okay, so they have a Blood Moon now. Unfortunate. Here's an Earthen Vessel. Throwing away Iron Leaves. So that my Miraidon does fall here. And unfortunately, we weren't able to evolve our Magnemite into Magneton last turn, so Magnezone does not come into play because they have so many energy on board. Our priority will be evolving that Magneton. I think we have a big enough prize lead where we can just, like, chill. Here's a Blood Moon, taking out my Miraidon. Okay. That's our first 2 prizes for them. Promote Mew here. We get a boss. Can we just win the game here with a boss? If I can get my Fezandipiti, oof, that's annoying. Because I could bench a Miraidon and then try to find myself a Magneton, and we could just win the game with that boss. But unfortunately, we cannot. So we're just going to bench Fezandipiti. We are looking for an Ultra Ball to get ourselves Magneton. Just get Magneton off the rip. We evolve that there. We can attach return onto Magneton. Let's see. Grab ourselves a Pokégear. Find nothing. I think we just retreat into Zapdos and do some damage onto their Blood Moon. Right? Retreat into Zapdos. I'm thinking, like, do I want a boss and kill the Joltik as well? And then, like, ping damage onto the Blood Moon later. That could work too. And then go down to 1 prize. But I think we're cool. I want to leave the Bloodmoon inactive because it's not able to attack again unless they retreat and then like switch in again. So I think this is fine. I'm willing to give up a Zapdos because next turn we can just win the game. And as a Joltik Box player, I know for a fact we only run one Iono. So, and this Arvin shows that I'm not going to get Iono. So next game, I should be able to just win. Here's a Prime Catcher. Here's a Prime Catcher. Do they choose my Magneton? I don't really want... Okay, they're going to take my Squawkabilly instead. That's fine. Push up to Iron Hands. Attach return onto Iron Hands. And how much energy they got? 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times 50 is 350 damage from the Magnezone for 1 energy. So they can take 3 prizes on my Squawk. That's totally fine. I'll just absolutely nuke their shit with Magnezone EX. Here's a Pikachu and Ultra Ball discarded for a Mew that does not fit on their bench. Future Booster Energy Capsule, adding damage to Iron Hands. Sure, why not? I have so many lines to win. I could also just boss up their... I can just drop Bloodmoon and then boss up anything. That could work too, but that's not fun. I want to use Magnezone EX for the final KO here. Just let me play my turn. Here's a Thank you very much. Taking my Squawkabilly for 3 prizes. Ouch. We'll promote our Mew here. And check this out, chat. Check this out. Evolve into Magnezone. Retreat into Magnezone EX. And we started the video with the Magnezone EX KO. And we're finishing it off as well. Energy Crush, 350 damage because they have so much energy on board. And there we go, chat. Zapdos EX, fantastic showing for some reason today. It's like a bunch of games won. Yeah, thanks for watching. Absolutely insane.